All right, happy weekend to everyone. Here are my CBM test results. I went ahead and copied in the PDF from EasyCBM that shows how they convert raw scores to percentiles. And just as a reminder, how they collected these raw percentiles was using their norm referencing process of creating groups of 500 students from 4 regions across the U.S. And my conclusion at the end of this week's activity is that perhaps they need to reference with larger groupings of students because it does seem like some of their percentiles are off. So let's go ahead and get started. I gave Troy the 5 measures that were available on EasyCBM for 5th grade. And in his multiple choice reading comprehension, he scored 12 out of 20. And if we go up and look at the raw scores, converting to percentiles, a 12 would put him between the 10th and the 25th percentile. So I'm just recording the bottom of that range down here. In reading fluency, he did much better. He got a 192, which in the winter would put him between the 75th and the 90th percentile. And then he was very consistent in math for numbers and operations. He actually would have been at the 90th percentile in the fall, but because he got 14 right in the winter, it placed him between the 75th and the 90th. And he only missed 1 in geometry, measurement, and algebra. Again, he would have been at the 90th in the fall, but fell a little bit to between the 75th and the 90th in winter. And then the same exact results for numbers, operations, and algebra. And this is the first time he's taken this measure, so I really think he might even perform higher if he had more opportunities to practice using these CBMs. So in reading fluency, he did make 1 error where he read the word in as into. And his winter map score was at the 97th percentile for 5th grade. So that's kind of close to where the EasyCBM ranked him, between the 75th and the 90th. However, in comprehension, his score was very low on the CBM, between the 10th and the 25th percentile, and compared to the 97th percentile on maps, that doesn't seem at all consistent. Troy did tell me that he did not enjoy the story, and he volunteered that he might have rushed through it. In math, Troy's most recent winter map score was at the 85th percentile. So the EasyCBM was actually right in line with maps because it was showing him really between the 75th and the 90th. And it also gave me as a teacher some key evidence as to particular standards he could use more practice on. He missed 2 problems on numbers and operations that were both decimal questions. He missed a long division problem where he was just off by 1. So probably it was just a tiny math error. And then the volume question, he was off by, I think, 10. So he probably just doesn't understand that concept. So again, this would be very useful to help guide teaching, instruction, or intervention. I do think that the MAP test, because it uses, it has more stringent norm referencing standards, is more valid than EasyCBM that has only used those 4 groups of students, 500 in each group from regions in the U.S. And I wonder, with so many people using EasyCBM, it makes me wonder why they have not increased their norm referencing. So thank you guys for listening. And again, I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend.